Hey, Stars and Strups RC here tonight with you guys with the FMS twin 70mm J-11BS. I had the twin 70mm SU-27. I like the JS, or the J-11 better. I mean, I like the SU scheme, but the J-11 scheme is my favorite anyway. It has twin 70mm 1900 kV in runners, 12 bladed fans, twin 80 amp ESCs. The wheel hubs are going to have large ball bearings in these, so it's going to have a rollout. It's big, it's heavy, you know, so it'll have a long rollout on landing, I'm sure. The E-Retracts have the locked rotor mode and current protection. CG on this one calls for 140 to 150 millimeters with the recommended battery of a 6S 5000 to 6000. RCbattery.com has been kind enough to send me a couple of 6S 6000 La Perrières, so I'm excited to get those. That's what I'll use in this. Those batteries perform really well, especially in the EDFs. I've been finding out. So this plane has, let's see, it has 8 9-gram Metal Gear digital servos and 2 13-gram Metal Gear digital servos. So they are all Metal Gear. They are all digital. There is no foam hinges in these. It's all a pin type hinge on the surfaces. With one of the wing panels right here. The decals on this are going to be fill and stick, which they've done a really nice job. You can't really tell unless you're actually feeling of them. They're not water slide. They're peel and stick. I don't know if you can get a view of the hinge in here at this point. They are pin type hinges, so they do also have ball links, but again, the little screws that I'll be replacing as always. So the paint and the finish on this is really nice. You have your rudder, or one of your rudder halves. You can see 9-gram digital Metal Gear. Nice colors on this. I really like it. I got a couple of the liveries out just to show that they're doing something different on these. The black plastic pieces on these two, and then the stripes on these. That'll look really nice on here. These are your elevator halves here. The control rods, or excuse me, control horns on these are plastic. That one piece right there is a big piece of plastic that's been glued in the mold. So there's no chance of that coming apart. Got your other rudder and your other wing half. Let's take a look at the fuselage from the bottom side first. You can see the inlets here for cooling, where it comes out and goes through and cools your motors and ESCs. Obviously, your nose gear is going to be in here. These are your fins that'll attach here. Actually, this one will go here, but you'll have one of these on each side. They attach. They have a tongue and groove attachment. This is a big EDF. It's a heavy one too. You got your air brake here. Your tail piece here. This is the only piece that gets glued in. It'll get glued in here. Tongue and groove fits in there like so. It'll get. I use the FMS foam tack. Check it out. Get you some. It's really good stuff. Your nose cone is magnetic. Decent cockpit. You can see there's plenty of room for your battery. I flew the battery all the way back to the bulkhead here on the foam on the SU-27, so that's where I'll go. But plenty of room for your receiver and battery. Decent cockpit. Again, it could have more detail, but it'll be all right. It has a decent pilot in it. So I'll be getting this one ready and set up and actually putting it back in the box. I'm going to an event in Glendale, Arizona, Greenfest, next month on the 8th and 9th, I believe it is. And I'll be doing the maiden flight on this at that event. So that ought to be fun. I think they're expecting 100 registered pilots there for that event up there with Kyle. So I'm looking really forward. This will be my first event as brand ambassador for FMS, so I'm excited to make it over there and represent FMS for the first time. So again, this is your FMS twin 70mm J11. Thanks for watching.